Hi babies. Today is a Monday, and that means it's Monday juice. Monday juice. A Monday juice type of day. Welcome to the Juicy Naile channel. And this, my dear, is the lady that brings the juice to this channel. If you are new, please hit the subscription button. Please hit that subscription button. And if you are a regular here, in fact, if you are a member, you are the real OG. Thank you so much for your continued support. I love you guys. Oh, guys, today I don't know whether to say I'm drained. I don't have as much energy as usual, probably because today we are doing a story time, and this is not one of my favorite topics because it's personal, and I'm just here to give tiny bits of myself, to share a bit about myself for those of you who are not in there, who don't know. So today we are going to be talking about how I finished my 4-year degree in 7 years. 7 years, honey. And I'm not even ashamed, man. We've got our own different journeys. We've got our own different paths. And this just happened to be mine. So anyway, let's get into the story. I don't want this video to be long. I hope I don't get emo because already my energies are down. But let's get into it. So this girl grew up in the Eastern Cape in a town called Mthatha, ne? I don't know whether now it's now Mthatha or Mthatha, but in the Eastern Cape, that's what's important. So I'm gonna start from my Matric, guys. I'm not gonna talk about grade one. Okay, all I can say is that all my life, from my grade 1 to Matric, I have never repeated a class. Let's start with that. So, but anyway, when I was in grade 11, must start about grade 11, guys. So let's start from grade 11. So when I was in grade 11, hey guys, people had to decide most because will apply, or we all gonna apply. So now you have to decide what you're gonna do, what you wanna do about your life and stuff. And I have always said I want to be a doctor, don't we all? But anyway, I said I wanted to be a doctor, but in honest truth, did my results say you gonna be a doctor, baby girl? No. Did my efforts say that? I honestly don't think so. I did not believe in myself. Honestly, I did not believe in my abilities. I did not believe I could be anything. Listen, I was never the child that was a dreamer. Okay, there's nothing wrong with being a dreamer from an early age. There's nothing wrong with it, but I never was that child. So growing up, my sister, guys, my wonderful sister that I love so much, she wanted to do big things. She was gonna be a big person. She wanted to study abroad, like had dreams. Even my little brother, dude, he wanted to drive a Hummer, and he's 5 years younger than me, and you can imagine how old he was at the time. But I just never was that child. And there's nothing wrong with being a child that's a dreamer, and probably nothing wrong with being a child that is not much of a dreamer. So I didn't dream big. Honestly did not see my life out of high school. I did not. So I constantly had this fear that I probably am one of those kids that's gonna die before they go anywhere in life, because I literally did not see it. I never dreamt about it. I never imagined it. I was just that plain hello child. I don't know how to put it, ne? So, but anyway, when I was in grade 11, guys, I had to apply, and I was there applying to be a doctor or a pharmacist. And geez, guys, I kept getting rejections. Hey, universities, they were rejecting me, guys, like left, right, and center. Was like rejection, rejection. And it was painful, I don't want to lie, because I spent money applying, and I was hopeful, okay, I'm sure that is banga. I was just acting some type of way because my results. But anyway, when I was in grade 11, guys, I had really bad end of the year results. Okay, so my mom suggested that I repeat my grade 11. Guys, who wants to repeat a grade? You have passed. It might not be a great pass, but you have passed. So who wants to go back? You're not gonna go around with your report up here proving to everybody that in actual fact I passed. I'm just repeating just because I can. You are, guys. But anyway, luckily for me at the time, my dad was on my side. He was like, baby girl, my baby girl ain't repeating no class. I know how it feels to repeat a class. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. So, hey guys, I started questioning stuff. But anyway, fast forward to grade 12. So I'm in Matric now. And rejection, those rejection letters, they just never stopped. They just kept coming and kept coming and kept coming. So, but anyway, write my final exams, go Matric, and now the waiting. I am waiting for results, and it is so scary. Honestly, that is the scariest thing anyone can ever go through. Waiting for Matric results. I'm dancing. No, that thing is wrong. That thing must be cancelled. I think one of the most frustrating things is knowing that you have to wait, and now the whole world is waiting with you. During our time, my surname, my name, everything was just gonna be out there in the public to see. So it was very traumatic. So I remember this one time I was sleeping at home. It was during the day, when you just doze off and it's during the day. And then I had this weird dream, guys. I dreamt like the world was coming to an end. Probably makes sense because I was scared of life out of home. Remember, I never dreamt about life out of home, right? So, guys, I slept and then I dreamt like in my home area, guys. So, like, you know how the Bible says like, I don't know what you call it in English. Is it a horn or something? Like it's going to ring when it is the day. So I felt like I am hearing that sound. And I'm like, heck, it is the day. It is the day we are going. I'm never seeing my family. It was the scariest dream ever. But anyway, guys, we made it through that day, ne? My family and I went for a vacation in Durban. Most of the times, that's what we're doing. If you want to catch us, we're in Durban. Go December. But anyway, we went to Durban. And then we had to cut our holidays short, guys, because I was like, I'm not staying here when my results are coming out. We need to go back. And literally, guys, Ultra City, if you guys know what Ultra City, it's the garage. Is it an engine garage? Yeah, back home. So we sat there for hours and hours waiting for the paper to come out, guys. My entire family, literally, we waited. So, but then anyway, the paper comes out, whatever, fast forward. I actually passed my Matric with a bachelor. Hooray! Wow! I passed my Matric, you guys. And I actually even had 2 distinctions to go with that. Also, these people that are marking exam papers, guys, when they give you a 59 or a 69, when you are amper to the next level, why are they doing that? Can't you just give a girl that 1% to move over to the next level? Hey guys, I had so many, 9, I'm like, you should have just let me reach the next level, heaven. But anyway, guys. So now I'm looking for iskolo like everybody else, the frustration like any other child in South Africa. Once Irigen, we all wondering where we're gonna go study and stuff like that. So eventually I came to Pretoria, I think. Guys, I can't remember, but I came to my mom at some point, and then we're busy trying to find a scholar, and nobody's there looking to take me for anything, guys, for anything. Or better yet, ufumana, something you did not even apply for, and you're like, Njani, you did not apply for it, like, Njani mtase. How did I get this? Because I did not apply for it. Or better yet, you are getting something you had never imagined yourself doing. Because remember, I was always that girl. I want to be a doctor. I remember there's this guy who used to help me practice for school. And it was like, he said, you need to have a first choice, a second choice, and a third choice. I said, first choice, medicine. Second choice, medicine. Third choice, medicine. But then in reality is that I was those girls who would study in bed sometimes, guys. I don't want to lie, sometimes, because I did have study groups and stuff. But sometimes within my school life, I was one of those girls who study sleeping on top of the bed, and then they pass out like, and then when I hear footsteps, it's like nothing. When I hear my dad's footsteps or whatever. So I was one of those girls. But anyway, I scroll up. So fast forward, guys, I end up getting into UKZN, doing a course that was called Life Sciences, Life and Earth Sciences, something like that. But then my friend and I were literally juked into that thing because they said 6 months into the school, if you do well, then we will transfer you into medicine. I cannot guess sure we are going to make it. Guys, we go into UKZN and hey, I get that is another one. On my way to UKZN, I remember because I had to go back home, right, to get some of my stuff and then go back to UKZN because I was in Pretoria at the time. So on my way to UKZN, Yenina, am I not that girl who is scared that this taxi is probably gonna roll over any minute from now? Why am I feeling that way? It's because I never dreamt of my life in varsity. I never pictured it. Like, I didn't see myself in varsity. I never dreamt. Yeah, guys, I was so, like, you're driving, right? Okay, the taxi driver's driving. And I'm just sitting there in the passenger. But I'm like, any second from now, any minute from now, baby girl's gonna die. And my parents didn't know about these fears, guys. I don't want to lie. It was things I kept to myself and things I just chose to ride along. I never talked to anyone about it because growing up, I was never that girl who talked about how I feel. I think I'm way better now. But anyway, so I was scared to death, but I made it. I made it to KZN, guys, by the grace of God. I made it to UKZN. I registered for the course, got a place to stay because my parents followed maybe a day after, I can't remember. So they came to KZN to help me look for a place and whatever. So now I'm enrolled. I'm a student now. So now, guys, I am staying Kores in town. Yeah, I'm staying Kores in town. So now I met this group of wonderful people, guys. Few months down the line, of course, guys, I'm not doing everything step by step, but few months down the line, I meet this wonderful group of students. They are serving the Lord. Our cons, guys, even my friend, we ended up being roommates. Guys, she was so saved. I still love how she loves God, So I'm sure I met those people through her, definitely, because I'm not good at making friends or anything. In fact, I think every friend I made at UKZN was all thanks to that friend of mine that I'm not going to mention. She knows herself if she's watching. Thank you, honey. So anyway, I met this wonderful group of people. Guys, I'm a very talkative girl, ne? So in one of their sessions, I think it was on a Sunday afternoon, in one of their sessions, I stand up. When you grow up in church, when you're a PK, I'm a pastor's kid. So it's like automatically I've been serving God. I could not remember the day where I stood before people and said, okay, I accept the law. I accept Christ as my Lord and Savior. I did not remember going through that process. So I decided, I went to church. Church was my thing, guys. It is a thing that I grew up doing. Like, it's part of me now. I'm a Christian, like, automatically, because that's been my life. My parents introduced me to God at a very young age. So I grew up in church. I probably was born in church. So anyway, I go to their gathering, I think for the first time, guys. And then I stand up, guys. I talk a lot. I talk. I get there and I'm like, okay, hello everybody. I am Bule. You know how people stand up at church, but I'm single, saved, and satisfied. Woo, hallelujah. And then I'm like there and I'm like, hi guys, I am Bule and I think I'm saved. I'm saved-ish. I'm saved, but what's important is that I'm here. I love God. He is everything to me. I'm here. So after that session, guys, these two guys, they legit went looking for me. On a Monday, I'm in a bus to Res from school, and these guys are texting me. They're like, baby girl, we gotta meet. Like, guys, they felt like I was demon possessed. Like, they had to help me accept Christ. I had so much potential. And it was such a funny event, but I'm not gonna go into that. This is not what today is about. I'm just passing through. But anyway, I met these people, guys, that love God. We ended up being close. We ended up bonding. Guys, we spent so much time together. We served God so much. That was the best time in my life in terms of my salvation. We served God day and night. We prayed day and night. We stayed together. We had an amazing time. Those were amazing times. So, but anyway, guys, obviously in the group, ne, you know, when you have a group of friends, ne, some will not forget while they came to school. They will be here, but they won't forget their books, ne? And then some, like me, who just served God. I was going crazy. I was mad crazy serving God. And then I completely forgot why I actually came to school. Remember, anyway, I never dreamt about my life in varsity. So this was it. I was just here serving God 24/7. I even had a church in Mlazi. So I just went there and I legit forgot about my books. So, point of the story, Upper Glendale, is that it doesn't matter. Never lose sight of every other thing. Like, try and balance your life out, guys, because I focused on one aspect of my life and I made sure I mastered it and I forgot the other. Guys, I would go to school. My friends from UKSN will remember this. I'd go to school and we get there, legit all of us, and someone would tell us, you are writing at such, let's say at 10 o'clock, I'm at school at 7:30, because that's when lectures would normally start. And I'm like, hi, guys. Oh my gosh. I legit did not know, well, my friend and I, we did not know we were writing it. So we'd rush to the library to try and catch up on some studying. But, guys, I remember we failed our first year. We failed our first year. Betunana. It was said, obviously, no parent is going to be happy about that. I remember I got a sub for some modules. I went home because I didn't know much about that. And then now I had to go back to KZN because I had a supplementary and I had to go write all of that and I still failed. I got a second chance and I still failed. Because even during that time, my other friend and I would still focus on all the other things. But we were still busy. Our friends, that group that prayed, they would visit. Like, it was just no biggie, man. Guys, I don't condone this. This was a, what do you call it? This was a what fall on our side, shortfall. So we shouldn't have done that, but parents, they must find it in their hearts to forgive. So, but anyway, guys, okay, this video is running long, forgive me, it's a story time. So, but anyway, second year UKZN Betunana, I went back, I changed to biological sciences, and there I stayed by myself. My life got a lot better, guys. I don't want to lie. I had very supportive people on my side on my second year, guys. My friends were amazing because even the ones that we used to go to church with first year, we split to different residences, but we still kept the relationship. But those few that I still held close and dear to my heart, they encouraged me, guys. Guys, they saw potential in me that I even never saw in myself. You know, it's better to just be dead than to be someone who's walking around and you have no vision, nothing. I had no vision. I had no mission. I had nothing. I was just a walking corpse. That's what I was. That's what I'd refer to myself right now. I had no dreams. But in my second year, I met people. They encouraged me so much, guys. Oh, guys, and this is and I started believing in myself. I started having confidence in myself. But within my second year, guys, there was this opportunity to go and study to become a doctor in Cuba. Mostly UKZN was slow. They weren't giving me what I wanted. So then I decided to apply to go to Cuba Cuba. I applied, guys. I went through all the processes. And then guys, I had got my passports, everything in order because I passed all the stages. In the stages, like I said, Cuba, different stages for interviews, for what. But I went through all those stages and I still came out at the top. So, what happened, Ganen? Oh, we're supposed to leave in September. So then, what was happening, Ganen? Okay, we were supposed to leave in September. Guys, I had to deregister AUKZN because it was that thing, Yobana. What's the point of enrolling for second semester? Because in actual fact, I was not gonna write my exams for second semester. So I deregister, guys. I go back home, take all my stuff. I go back home. Hi, guys. I am that girl waiting for a call that says, "Baby girl, come take whatever, come get on the flight, like we are going." Hey guys, I waited. I'm still waiting. Hey, I'm still waiting to go to Cuba. Hey. So guys, hey, I'm now sitting at home. I have no direction. Ubetile September, Eastern Cape government, ithule. Akusekubi besendibhabhayisile kaloku. I said my goodbyes on Facebook. I said that thing of announcing your stuff. I said my goodbyes like everywhere. People knew that I was just leaving. And that did not happen, guys. And you know what? Some other guy asked to meet up with me and he sat me down. We met at McDonald's, Mtata. And he said to me, like, that guy really liked me from the people, Bapayana and like a father. You know, all people who are responsible for that Cuban thing. He really liked me and he was fond of my family and stuff like that. So now, some girl and her family, she was studying in Wusu, but we went through the same process. She fell off somewhere with the stages. But then the father and the whole family, bitter, guys. They were so bitter. They were so bitter. They kept calling this guy, saying he did what, so I could get in, what. And this guy, Shem, was so genuine. So he called me up and told me that, okay, everything did not happen. Why that guy, the father to that girl that I was friends with, I found Wusu, we're in the same process. Hey, people are gqwirhi, people are witchcraft. But as call up, I have a greater God. So then, apparently that father had called that guy and said that plane will not reach Cuba. Which meant that, guys, if I had gotten on that plane, I was going to die together with everybody else. Yo, hold on, guys. Okay, we are back. Okay, so what happened was that guy said, that meant that if I was to get into that flight, nobody would have made it to Cuba. So now I developed inhliziyo yoba grateful, that heart of being grateful, like God. So if I had gotten into that flight, a lot of lives would have been lost. A lot of people would have died just because of me. So it's okay. Like, I found peace. Guys, the waiting process was so painful, you guys. I remember coming to Pretoria, visiting my mom, and I'd sing to God, begging God for an answer. I'd say, I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting. I don't mind waiting on you, Lord. Okay, I'm a bad singer, but hey, I'll sing and say to God, Lord, I don't mind waiting. But in my heart, honestly, I was like, Lord, I'm fed up of waiting. Like in the Katele, I am fed up of waiting. Please make a plan. Please make a way. Like, do something. Make something that makes the pot to be done. And then got December, guys, I went back to KZN to attend a conference. It was a church conference in Naile from my church in KZN. And while I was in that church, guys, yes, I get a lousy text. I'm away from family. But you know, Kaguta, all things work together for good. I feel like it did. Firstly, I was okay, man. Like, I was in an I was a church, man. The atmosphere, yobandibe, right? Beginning to accept things. And then I get a lousy SMS from the Eastern Cape government that says they don't have money and we will not be going to Cuba anymore. Just like that, guys, I still have not received my passport, guys, that I made with my parents' money till today, but as call up. I did not go to Cuba. Now it's like back to square one. My life is a mess. Back to square one. I did not plan. I don't have a plan because I'm gonna try telling the story fast. This thing is going way too long. So I'm not planning. And then I come to Pretoria to be with my mom after that. And then we stay. Guys, I was supposed to be turning 21. Oh my gosh. Guys, then that year, I got hit by a car. That's a story time for another day. I got hit by a car. I couldn't do jack, and I had to stay at home for a year. That is a story for another day, another story time. Look out for it. So, but anyway, fast forward. Now it's 2016. January. Remember, there's that year I had to stay at home because I couldn't do anything. 2015. So now it's 2016. I matriculated in 2012. Went to UK's in 2013, 2014, 2015. I'm stuck at home. Then 2016 now. 2016 January. My birthday is on the 12th of January, and I was in a dark place, man. I was in a dark place, and everyone's calling like happy birthday, and I honestly did not know what was happy. Like, I didn't want anybody to call me like, what's so happy about this birthday? I am nowhere. It's been 4 years already. I'm out of it's been 3 years. That was the beginning of the 4th year. I've been out of high school and I'm not doing anything with my life. Ngistagile, Newlands West, ngistagile nje. I'm just stuck. So I didn't see any reason to be merry. I didn't see anything. I was in a dark place, guys. It was like a dark cloud was all over me. But guys, I was going through a lot. And then what had happened was, guys, I was in a dark place. I never used to understand people who would try or attempt to commit suicide, but at that point in my life, I found myself understanding. I find myself questioning people who had actually attempted. Uti, how did it feel? How was it? I was ready to legit do the things because it was so painful, guys. I felt like nothing was happening for me and I was embarrassed, man. But anyway, guys, fast forward. So what happened was, sometime that year, guys, it is very important to be honest with God. Tell him exactly how you feel. And yeah. So then that year, what happened was, I had to go to TUT. I was now opting for orthotics and prosthetics, and it was a diploma, but I didn't mind doing it because I had no options at the time. So I was like, I'll take it. I'm doing anything as long as I manage to get myself something, It was so painful, guys, because sometimes people around you ain't gonna understand. And so I went to TUT and I found out there was a strike at TUT. Okay. There was a strike, and then what happened was, I had to go back home, and then I had to go back home, right? So this other girl that I met in the taxi was like, she was a student, got TUT, but she was leaving, she was graduating, so she had to go and apply for academic record. But I met her in the taxi. She said, I'm gonna call you when the strike is over. I was like, okay, girl. I gave her my number. Honestly, I didn't believe she was ever gonna call. So this one good morning, I wake up, I've got missed calls. So early in the morning, I was going to work with my mom. Like, I was accompanying my mom to work because it was boring, and staying at home was boring. So I have a missed call. And for some reason, I kept missing that call. And then what happened was, my mom finally says, call this person back. So I decide to call this person back, and this person tells me strikes pelile TUT. So now I have to leave my mom's office and go to TUT and use the taxi. Yeah, guys, who am I? I'm so scared of Pretoria. I'm not that girl who's used to it. So now this other lady whom I called to go with me could not go. I was so scared, but my mama said, go, baby girl. So I went, guys. I went to TUT. And when I got there, when you walk in near the gate, there was a big no walk-ins written in red, batong. Written in red. So, but anyway, I went in anyway. And for some reason, I met this girl I used to go to school with back at Kanyesa High School. I was so glad she was one of those people who are wearing, ooh, ask me how. Yo, this girl hooked me up, organized people to help me out. Though she also did mention that there's no space for anything, but she was like, we can see what we can do. Guys, this other guy said to me, because I didn't have a student number, he said, wait here, please try and register so you can get a student number. And then from there, you can, from there, he said to me, I can legit, get a student number and just wait for him there. Ne? He was helping me apply for chemical engineering because ethics was closed. You can't. Okay, excuse my sister, she's talking on the phone. But anyway, what had happened was I waited there and then I couldn't remember how he looked, right? So now I asked the other guy, Ubana, hi, I've been waiting for you. Only to find out that it's a different guy who got me into what I studied, which is Bachelor of Environmental Health. And this guy also helped me get into chemical engineering because he came back. He's like, where have you been? Because I said, wait here. I'm like, weren't you the guy that... Okay, whatever. So by the time I went home, guys, God is good. God is amazing. God is exceptional. God is wonderful. By the time I got home, I had two admissions. I had two admissions and I had to decide which one works better for me, and I took what I did. So 2016, I enrolled for Bachelor of Environmental Health at the Tshwane University of Technology, guys. Hey, so guys, you know, when you feel like something in you says you are at the right place at the right time, and God's got you, baby girl. Guys, I went there with one mission: get a degree and go. Guys, I had failed so much in my life that all my heart was longing for was to at least complete a year. Remember AUKZN, the first year I failed, the second year I dropped out. So it was like that thing, Yobana, just to have 1 year down. How good, how soothing will that be in my soul, knowing that I've actually completed a year of something, anything. Guys, I completed first year flying colors, second year flying colors, third year flying colors. Guys, it was never easy. Even then, guys, the story is running for too long. It was never easy. What had happened was I'd still face issues, guys. Maybe let's make that a story time for another day. How I conquered exams for my 4 years at TUT. Guys, my timetables would go missing. My IDs would go missing. Sometimes I would feel sick before exams. But let's just leave that for a story time for another day. But what is important is that 2019, I was supposed to complete my degree. That means 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, that's 4 years. I was supposed to complete my degree. So what happened was, I then got a supplementary for occupational health and safety. I got a supplementary and I had to go and write. Guys, I cried. I couldn't believe it. When you've taken upon yourself, Ubana, I ain't letting this happen to me. I don't want a repetition of that past life to catch up with me here. So I was legit not prepared. I cried, guys. I cried. But anyway, I went and wrote that exam and I thought it went well. Did I not fail? When I'm almost, one module now is holding me. Again, I'm back to the dark clouds, guys. Back. But anyway, I had to go write a special exam, guys. Go January 20. Was it January? Feb? I'm not sure. I had to go write a special exam in February. And then while waiting for that special exams, yeah, guys, you know when you're in a dark cloud, December 1, I was in a dark cloud 2019. Your friends have passed. You have nobody to talk to about this. Okay, I had my family, definitely, and I have some of my close friends, but people I went to school with, guys. And by a poster, this status. Okay, let me give a shout out to this one friend of mine. Guys, he took it upon himself. He said he was not gonna post anything until my things are sorted out. He literally did not post his degree completed, whatever. But everybody else was posting. It was so painful. And I'm like, so I must go back to school. And that is an annual module, guys. I was like, I must go back to school for one module now. Go back to school here, man. I was not prepared to do that. I don't want to lie to you. So what had happened was... I went and wrote my special exam. But then, guys, you know, from a dark cloud, and then everything just opens up. The whole of December was going through the most. The whole of January, guys, ndayo apply remarking for both my papers, my main exam, my supplement. Like, and then I go write my special exam. I'm scared as heck because things have not been working out for me. Okay, so what happened was I write, guys, I get a job. Hey, man, I get a job, and at that time I have a module that I failed. Guys, I wake up, I dress up, and I show up for work. Failed as I am, Ditwelu fail. I was carrying my fail right here, and I went to a job interview, and I got a job, baby. But anyway, busy, job. And then, Jiggy, the same guy who failed me is offering me another job. Hi guys, galon failed. And then, I am still failed. Ditwelu fail. I get an admission for my master's. I have failed. And then, guys, this guy who failed me calls me saying, yeah, guys, I was at work. It was the happiest day of my life. But yeah, when you've gone through so much pain, even when something good happens to you, you don't get excited as if Ibiense get the first time. The first time you would have gone crazy. But now it's that thing you want, oh wow, thank you so much. And then it's like, okay. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I don't know, man. This story time went on for way too long. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Please follow me on Instagram at Juicy Naile. Please do. Please follow me on Twitter. It is Juicy Naile. And on Facebook, I am Naile Uleng. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. And remember, never, ever, ever, it doesn't matter if you had a dark cloud, if you had a moment in your life where you felt like giving up. I'm legit here to tell you, never give up. Keep it moving. Keep it pushing. I love you so much. I love you, dear.